Plenty of experience in the Argentinian team, but one or two of those players would have been facing the haka for the first time. Quite an experience. What a wonderful setting this is. McLean Park in Napier. As we meet our referee for the first time, Pascal Gauzier from France. Jerome Garces and Rowan Hoffman are the assistant referees. And Peter Marshall is the television match official for this historic contest in Napier as the rain starts to fall again. The countdown is over and the game is underway as Barrett gets the match started and taken down by Mariano Galazza. Now these big forwards, big and powerful, and they'll keep it fairly tight. There's the captain, Creevy, making ground, and the All Blacks holding off. And now Sanchez pumps the first one up. The first of many, no doubt, and uncontested. The All Blacks stood back, and it was grabbed by Marcelo Bosch. And Argentina making the early play here, still on their own side of halfway, as Galazza, and the ball spilled, and the first mistake.
Oh, you'd have to say a bit of a shame for Argentina after such a good start. Secured the kick-off, rumbled forward through Creevy, and then a nice kick from Sanchez. Bosch following through, and they did that very well. Obviously, much anticipated first scrum, 1 minute into the match, and pack weights 337 has the front rowers at for Argentina 550, 558 the back row. Combined, New Zealand look heavier. Have they got the technique and the power to unsettle Argentina?
Set.
Aaron Smith rolls it in. Reed goes to the blind side, and the little nudge through. Here's Xavier running onto it, and he might have been grabbed, actually.
Absolutely he was.
Before he got his hand to the ball, he appeared to be grabbed. Now, as the referee picked this up, I'm not sure that he has.
Oh, I don't think they have, and probably that's a combination of him and the touch judge getting this right. But it's a lovely kick from Barrett. Watch the work of Severe following up, and he's grabbed early. And that is a professional foul, cynical as well. A very lucky Argentina that nobody picked it up. I can understand the frustration on Severe. If he had got his hands on that ball, he had support on the inside.
I'm not going to be so kind, Justin. I do not believe that the assistant referee did not see that. He was 2 yards from it, looking straight at it. He would have seen him go all around the front of Julian Severe, possibly stopped 7 points there. Great kick, great start, Barrett, confident start. I mean, for me, this is just, you know, it's a wonderfully placed kick. The ref can see it. Surely anyone can see. Look, that's just not on.
And the key part of it, as you mentioned, is the fact that Xavier was ahead. He was ahead of Aguja. So basically, if he had got that ball, Aguja was going to have to at least make a legs tackle, and Severe had players on the inside and free and available for the inside ball.
So here's an early test on the Puma scrum.
Bind. Set.
Really low. Now they drive nicely over the top of it. And the ball is out. Sanchez gets into a position, but they're going to try and rumble us a metre or two, firstly. Or penalty.
Kieran Reid.
Kieran Reid rights to the ball, and so an early opportunity here for Beauden Barrett.
They just needed to clear it from the base of the scrum quicker, Argentina. They certainly had the ascendancy, but it was just a bit of dithering at the back. From here, they tried to peel off, and you can see there straight in over the ball is Kieran Reid, nice and strong. He's got the black armbands on, and referee Gozea spotted that, and an early chance and good opportunity for Beauden Barrett. No wind at all, Smithy?
No, just the rain coming straight down. That's his biggest problem, and maybe his plant foot, but he's been striking it well. He's a confident player. Yeah, two good victories for the All Blacks. They've been ordered straight back to the goal line, the Argentinians, for this, so they must have encroached. They've done something wrong there. But the scrum was ugly enough for the All Blacks to be happy, and winning at the collision area is always good early.
No, he's away to the right.
22.
So the first opportunity has gone, and it remains at 0-0, nearly 5 minutes gone. Match so far played entirely in Argentina's territory, as it just slips into the All Black territory now. And Israel Dagg, the local hero, he's got plenty on this. And the All Blacks up competing, and it was Ben Smith who was in there. And there was a knock on by the Pumas.
Well, as you can see the conditions here as we have a look inside the All Black coaching box. Hanson, Foster there, Grant Fox out in the background. But in these conditions, it's easy just to hack the ball. But the kicking games will be crucial. It was a good first kick from Sanchez, which Bosch managed to get back, and that was equally as good from Dagg, where they were able to have players around the ball being competitive. 3 each side for the All Blacks. The key person, I think, is Beauden Barrett in calling this. He's on the left as we look at it.
That's a free kick, so Reid takes it. And they didn't go back 10 metres, no way. As McCaw moves it up towards the 22. Ball kicked away from Retallick and snapped up by Reid. Nice offload, but the referee's in the road here. And it's cost the All Blacks possession, most likely. Oh, this is untidy already now. The ball is kicked through, and Israel Dagg. And nice tackle on him, made by Fernandez Lovic. Now, Ben Smith, right on the halfway line for Aaron Smith. First receiver, McCaw, quickly sends it on to Whitelock. Now Aaron Smith. Barrett works it away. Here's Nonu having a run. Dagg in. Just creeping across field, goes under a high one. And then gets driven back in the tackle. Still not to the 10-metre line here with Richie McCaw. As Aaron Smith sends it wide. Barrett, a nice little kick again. This time just slightly overcooked it. And taken in by fullback Tukalek. And Argentina in possession. Ball taken away. And that's a massive punt downfield. And that's been knocked forward, no back, by Kieran Reid. And here is Julian Xavier. Got the offload to Coles. Nice pass away to Ben Smith. Now the kick and chase is on. Liam Messam leading the charge. And Argentina have cleared it. And it's safely into touch.
Good from the All Blacks. They certainly want to move the ball. Good handling in the conditions. I loved the little interlink of passing between McCaw and Whitelock, which was early. Just quick hands from McCaw, and there Dane Coles. That's the mobility that he has. Just a nice offload onto the wing to free up the space for Ben Smith. McCaw at halfback here. Maybe the All Blacks set to drive.
Coles throws. Dragged down by Liam Messam. And he's got the All Blacks, Retallick.
In front. In front.
And some obstruction in the line out from Brodie Retallick, and it's handed Argentina a penalty in their own territory.
Yes, just have a look at Brodie Retallick here. You're allowed to support your jumper, of course, but you cannot get in between him and the opposition trying to get at him once he hits the ground. So Retallick is the key there. See his positioning in front of the Argentinians, and that's what he's been pinged for. Great attacking opportunity.
I guess in terms of this game and game plan wise, both teams haven't had to adjust. It's been predicted all week that the rain would come, so they would have practiced accordingly. and this would be paramount in it. Good, efficient line-outs, driving mauls, and nice direct play out in the backs. They knew the weather was coming. They would have adapted. It's who implements their game plan the best.
Number 2.
Right, Creevy throws, and the referee wants it thrown again.
And just like the All Blacks, Leguizamon is at halfback, so maybe they're set to drive as well and test the All Black forward pack defence.
Nine minutes gone, first half. Creevy throws, stretching up was Galatza, and now here is the skipper, Augustine Creevy. Now the big men thunder it up to the 22. Off it goes now to Sanchez, and the slippery surface, finding out the left winger Amorosino, but they still have the ball, the Pumas. Now they create a real opportunity here through Fernandez-Lobac. Quickly there is Landasho, and some pressure on the All Black defence as the halfback works it away. Herrera crashing on. Now Landasho again. Now here's Fernandez-Lobac again, getting very close, and the ball is over the touchline. But the All Blacks having to be desperate in defence.
Nice and powerful in the contact, Argentina. They are big men. This is the initial break. You can see down the touchline. It was a good tackle eventually by Dane Coles on Leguizamon. And there was some good footwork too from Tukule.
Crucial decision too in the corner. It gives the All Blacks a throw, and it's a long one.
Taken in by Reid. Had to scramble to get it, but he got there. Did Kieran Reid, and now the clearing kick made by Aaron Smith. Waiting back to Amorosino, has a drop kick, and it is, well, not bad, but just away.
How was that the All Blacks ball? I could have sworn that that was taken out by Ben Smith. I was very surprised to see New Zealand throwing in. As Aaron Smith takes a quick one, knocked on by Ben Smith. Argentina back on the attack. Creevy picks it up.
Well, they've created a problem here themselves, the All Blacks. Now the little kick goes through, and it's into touch.
All Blacks opting for this very short line out on their own goal line. Just two involved here.
2 meters, 2.
Nicely done for Retallick. And now Aaron Smith, this time, make sure it's safely into touch.
Number.
So
Captain.
12 minutes gone first half.
No. I want you to come early, okay? Come. No more, come.
Right, thrown in by Creevy. That's untidy for halfback Landasho, but he does okay. Now Sanchez. And the little kick through by Hernandez. And certainly being inventive in the first 13 or so minutes of this game, Justin.
Well, he's been one of the most impressive players so far in this Rugby Championship, is Nicolas Sanchez. And this is Hernandez that puts the kick across, but the way that he is basically directing this team around the field, I think it complements the way Hernandez has played. They've had him at fullback, they've had him at 10, but with Sanchez at 10 now and Hernandez at 12, they just look better balanced and more organised there. They've got two players equally able to stand up as first receivers.
Crunch! Fine! Set!
It's an unsteady scrum, and the All Blacks get the penalty. And the loose head prop, Marcus Ayotza, is not happy with that at all. So Israel Dag it is.
A terrific kick from Dag, giving the All Blacks an attacking opportunity. Yes, Argentina absolutely distraught about the end result of this, because this is one area where they feel they can attack the All Blacks. They don't want the referee intervening, but Justin, I don't mind the ref getting stuck, and we don't want those all night.
No, we certainly don't. He needs to make sure that they're nice and solid. We don't have stop-start.
Coles throws, Reed snatches at it and grabs it. Hard to make progress with the bodies in front, so Aaron Smith clears it away to Nonu. He tried to throw the pass. No, he held on to it in the finish. And no, he's going back. So this is in a very similar position from where Beauden Barrett had his first shot at goal. Now Richie McCaw is just struggling a bit.
It would take a lot more than something like a stinger on the shoulder or a stomp on the hand to get that man off the field. Boy, he's tough. He is tough.
Penalty for the All Blacks because of interference in the line out. You cannot attack the jumper while he's in the air, so they were always playing under that advantage. A little scrappy in midfield, wasn't it? In fact, I thought Nonu might have knocked that on, but he recovered it.
Well, they've set it up for the variation now, because that was a flat pass off the line out from Aaron Smith straight into the hands of Nonu, and the variation obviously is a return ball back to Barrett, who could drift in behind, or completely missing Nonu, behind Nonu to Barrett. So they've set Argentina up to that target play. Next time, possibly, we see it go wide.
First test starting for Beauden Barrett, such a proficient footballer, but even the good ones need confidence. This is a must.
First one went right. This one looks better, and it is better. And the All Blacks have the lead after 16 minutes.
Good man. Well done, Beauden Barrett. You're absolutely right. It is a confidence game, Smithy, and good call, mate. He did need it, and good on him.
He's back in position, Richie McCaw, as the kickoff is grabbed just by Sam Whitelock. Argentina's read that well. Smith has to clear it. It's loose. It's very loose. And the All Blacks snatching at it. And finally it was Dag that got it. And now it's away. And here's McCaw taken down in a tackle of Galazza. The All Blacks looking to clear this. Now they finally do. Through the boot of Beauden Barrett.
Well, he can't do everything, Richie McCaw. We do say he can. I think for half a second he thought about a kick and then changed his mind.
I think it's his wrong foot. He's a lefty, isn't he?
Yeah, possibly.
Wasn't his corner. But Argentina are doing very good job here, because they're making it very hard for the All Blacks to exit.
Breathing goes short to Lavanini. Now trapped in the back. And keeping it nice and tight. Very hard for the All Blacks to counter if it's done well, and it is being done well at the moment. He's got the arm out, so there's a penalty coming if they need it. They're really trying to work the All Blacks over. And they've earned themselves a penalty and a bit of a scuffle.
The All Blacks are a bit worried, because at the bottom of this is Kieran Reid, and his head was exposed as they went backwards there.
To the side. Not you.
Well, it was really well set from Argentina. Even one of their players lost the boot.
Not number 8, number 2.
But good to see them nice and physical and confrontational up front. It was controlled in the back by Juan Martin Fernandez-Lobe. You can see there he's the architect at the back with his hands on the ball. Kieran Reid does swim his way, as they call it, from the side of the ruck. You need to come through the centre. Look at this, he gets his headgear ripped off.
Yeah, that's the problem, though, when the head's exposed. And that was what he was motioning to the referee. We just got to be a little bit careful, and the All Blacks worried about that? You bet they are.
So here is a chance for Sanchez, and Argentina have landed the penalty goal after 18 minutes, and it's 3-all.
And And they deserve it too. They've played a good portion of the game down in the All Blacks 22. They've put pressure on them. They've made it hard for them to get out. Put together a couple of good phases and they get the result.
Barrett from halfway. Taken in by Mariano Galazza. Now Lendajo. Sanchez charged by Wyatt Crockett. Scrambling back after this and clearing it is Hernandez. And he doesn't do a bad job in the end. But the All Blacks swing back onto attack.
Oh, he does a great job, but so does Wyatt Crockett. You can never question his work rate around the field. He's quite quick for a loose head prop as well.
All Blacks tending to feed these lineouts quickly. They do mess him. Now Aaron Smith away for Barrett. Barrett takes on the line. Taken down on the tackle of Leguizamon. Now the All Blacks sling it back to the blind side through Messam. Lays it down quickly. Now McCaw hands it off. Ball again is available quickly. Barrett having to step as the line came up very quickly indeed. And they might have turned this over, Argentina. Yes, they have. And Lendajo gets it away. And belting it away downfield was Leguizamon. And it's a good kick too. Ben Smith has got Dag on the inside. Feeds it off to him. Messam is lurking as well. Now Liam Messam. As they approach halfway, plenty of ball movement as Aaron Smith swings it away. Now Barrett. This one coming down. Not a lot of depth on the kick, coming down just 5 metres in Argentina's territory. And controlled by the All Blacks. As Aaron Smith gets the call again from Barrett. Hands it on to Conrad Smith. Now Ben Smith. Just got hit in the tackle and lost it forward. Argentina look to play the advantage, and there might be one too. That one's partially charged. So here's an opportunity. Here's McCaw on his favourite left boot. Now the race is on, and Argentina win it comfortably through Gusha.
I take it back, he can do it all. As mentioned, it wasn't on his favourite boot before, so he opted out, but that was very well read from Richie McCaw. He was isolated out there anyway. And if it had just gone slightly more left towards that left-hand corner post instead of drifting infield, it would have been an interesting foot race.
Yeah, 15 men in blue and white were annoyed because the call of advantage over had just gone as he made the kick. That was fair enough, but they're very happy it wasn't Savea receiving it.
Long dropout. Falls nicely for Reed. And he in turn feeds Barrett. A bit more depth on this kick from Beauden Barrett as the All Blacks run past it. And beautifully taken in by Nicolas Sanchez. Now Lendajo and Argentina through Leguizamon. Well, not afraid to keep the ball in hand as McCaw gets walked over that time as Argentina now move it out. Big front on tackle by Conrad Smith. As Lendajo feeds it away for Hernandez. Now Galazza. Sanchez, well, Bosch thought about kicking. Off it goes to Tucalet. He's not afraid to run with the ball. Just got a little isolated, though. Big solid contact again, and it's McCaw who had to make the tackle. Now the kick from Hernandez, who used to play in the number 10 jersey. Oh, and he's overdone this.
And a big rap for the fact that he has overdone that kick has to go to Wyatt Crockett, because Crockett charged the ball down earlier. That was about 3 or 4 minutes ago. He's the man chasing again, that time Hernandez. This is McCaw's kick. As I said, if it had just gone a little bit further left, you could see there it could have been an opportunity for him to have a foot race, but it was Crockett again that put the pressure on Hernandez, which forced the kick to go out in the full.
23 minutes gone, first half. Kieran Reid wins the line-out. So the All Blacks look to return the favour. McCaw's going to slip it to Aaron Smith. Now Barrett to Conrad Smith. Barrett, no, he didn't get it back. Now the kick through Sanchez. The race is on here. The ball is slippery and hard to control, but Barrett's done beautifully to do so, and he got it away to Dag. Oh, that is super stuff from the All Blacks, and Dag has slammed it away downfield, but he was outside the 22, I suspect, so they're going to have to go back. But between the two of them, Barrett and Dag, they did really well.
Well, the pass had to go here, though, from Sanchez. Give it to Leguizamon. Look, he wasn't happy. He was never going to beat Beauden Barrett anyway, but it would have made it more difficult. What a clean-up from Barrett. Offload as well, the confidence. Dag skins Sanchez. And it's not a bad result for the All Blacks. In fact, he was inside the 22. And he knows it.
Oh, they've seen it on the big screen now.
The old big screen, mate. Becoming a big part of the game. No surprise that Barrett was able to get back. Remember, Israel Folau, Eden Park. So it was good that Barrett had to stand and turn around and go. It was his mistake initially from the pass infield that caused that problem.
Creevy goes to Fernandez Lobe. Now driving through goes Lavanini. Fernandez Lobe again, bouncing his way through Kieran Reid's tackle. As Landasho. Again, the short connection between the big men. Now the cutout pass and a variation. Tried to get around the back. Nonu's snapped it up. And the All Blacks win the loose ball as Barrett. Here comes Severe at high speed, but the angle is not in his favour. It's gone infield. And the Pumas should be able to clear this comfortably. They're all good kickers of the ball. That's another massive punt. Special cheer for Israel Dag on his home deck, and off he goes. Good, solid return. Now Aaron Smith gives it up to Whitelock. Nearly 26 minutes gone. Dag has stayed on the line. Coles bounces through one. And makes it to about 10 metres out from the 22. Aaron Smith again. Handed on by Reid to Whitelock. Aaron Smith now Barrett. Another nice little kick through. Beautifully done by Brody Retallick. Aaron Smith turns it over quickly. Now the quick hands. Smith jams another one through. Serbia scores.
Brilliant from the All Blacks. In difficult conditions. They got their hands on the ball through Nonu, and from there they manipulated and worked the Argentine defence, which was very good. Their line was nice and solid, so Barrett manipulated. It all started with Israel Dag. This was off a counter-attack kick. He just puts the head down and goes hard at the defensive line. Look at Barrett here, the little nudge, so watch Retallick. Down, up, spin, place the ball, bang, down. Smith gets rid of it. Nice hands from Barrett. Conrad Smith sums it up, superb. And there's Julian Severe to finish off. Excellent.
A lot of common sense in this try, Justin, and that was the last part of it. But the run back from Dag was 40+ metres. That was brilliant to set it up, get them over the advantage line. But I've got some massive news on the sideline here. Sam Whitelock, the rock, has gone. The All Blacks have lost one of their key figures. The lock pairing has been brilliant. He's gone. It's a rib problem. And out has gone Jeremy Thrush. What a night for the Wellingtonian in jersey 19, Nisbo.
Yes, absolutely. You just saw Sam Whitelock there wince as he lifted his jersey. So that looks a pretty severe injury for Sam Whitelock. So Jeremy Thrush gets onto the park for his 6th test match. In the meantime, Beauden Barrett from the sideline. And again, he's pushed it to the right. And it stays 8 points to 3.
That's the end result of... Gee, how good is Retallick at ground level for a skyscraper? How good is he? How good are his ball skills? It's just... It confounds a lot of people just how good he is. And now he's got a new partner to nurse through.
So the restart, and it's a wobbly kick, which is nicely taken down by Combs, who wouldn't have been expecting it. Aaron Smith. And this one close to the touchline. Big commitment there from Ben Smith, but then it was lost forward by Wyatt Crockett. Now Argentina through Fernandez Lobe, their former captain. Sanchez works it away for Hernandez. Oh, that's a bit of a hospital pass. Threw it at Bosch and said, you see what you can do. Nice little dab by Lancashire, and referee's going back for a penalty. Well, he's not happy, Sam Whitelock.
Let's just have a look at this try. As we pause it when Bowden Barrett gets the ball, look at the defensive line there from Argentina. Now, so what he does is manipulate. It's a great kick for him to get it through first, and as we roll it on, every kick is only as good as your chaser. Brodie Retallick goes through that defensive line, scoops the ball up, and what a way to execute when a defensive line you're faced with there, and the All Blacks make something out of it and get a try.
Well, he was nearly away again, wasn't he? Have a look at Whitelock here. Is this the situation? He goes down, lands very, very heavily. Great kick here for Argentina to set up their line out.
So, important line-out throw, and grabbed by Lavanini. And they'll have another go. They earned a penalty last time. Long way to march, though. 22 metres so far. Thrush has come through the middle, so he's okay.
Free kick, 2 receivers before. 2 receivers.
Well, he's playing an advantage. So it's a free kick. Oh, nearly lost it. No. Might have been lucky it wasn't from the mark.
Maybe they can scrum. Oh, I would go for the scrum, I think.
Yeah, well, the man on the left wing, Amorosino, agrees, and he's 50 metres away.
2 receivers. He play in front.
So Aguja has positioned himself just in behind. You can see him there just hovering. Now, the options are for him to receive that off number 8 or the halfback, or for him to just drift across and get it off the ruck from Sanchez, so team to go to the line and pop it up, or he can just be a decoy. The key man with the power is Marcelo Bosch in the midfield. Hernandez is more of a ball player.
Well, good scrum, All Blacks. Now they recover Argentina. Just. Oh, they got a penalty out of it. Well, initially, the pressure was such that they couldn't strike at the ball.
1 black. Merci.
Well, even though it finished up as a penalty, I think the All Blacks will be pretty happy with that scrum.
Yeah, they will be. It was very evident as we watched it that the ball was there. Argentina probably backed themselves not to want to hook it. They have got a powerful scrum, and they will just back themselves to push over the ball. Didn't work for them that time, but they eventually got the second shunt in, and Wyatt Crockett was adjudged to have committed the foul.
Well, it's Richie McCaw that actually put the foot in to try and get it back after he saw that both front rows were under pressure to do that. Interesting decision. 2 blasts on the whistle. So that collapse might have come a little late.
Sanchez lands a second penalty goal. 8 points to 6, and about 7.5 minutes until half-time. Barrett's kick deep on this occasion. And it fell to Amorosino, and the best he could do was, oops. And oh, that's, he had to go back. But anyway.
I think it's a genuine knock-on. Israel Dagg's not that disappointed to hear the whistle, I don't think. Just disappointed in himself because there was no pressure there. It's one of the easiest ones he's had tonight.
Well, we expected this would be a battle, and a battle it is. 1 try so far.
We've seen a lot Leonardo Senatori so far. I wonder if he wants to come off the back. He's got Amarosino there with him at first receiver on the right-hand side as we look at it.
So in it goes. Now they get a little bit of traction as Aaron Smith comes round. Amarosino, at least Senatore, hangs on. Well, it's a battle of wills.
So, Agustin Crevi, the Argentinian captain, is quite prepared to use the power of his scrum rather than strike the ball. So you'll notice Ladajo, he'll put the ball in and they'll just use their power in time. So it's not a quick motion, is it? It's a slow motion where they'll look to go past the ball and try and get on the front foot.
So an injury break here, one of the Argentinian forwards being attended to. Well, it's been an intriguing battle, that is for sure.
I think it's a real compliment this to Argentina, because Justin, if you look at this All Black performance, they've matched them pretty well in the scrums. The line-out's been okay. You know, they've been pretty physical around those collision areas. The All Blacks are not doing a hell of a lot wrong.
Here's the try scorer. 25th test match tonight. 25 tries. What a strike rate.
It's not bad, is it? Yeah. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Smithy. They've actually got dominance in all of those stats that you mentioned. The only one that's really letting them down is the fact they've slipped off 8 tackles to the All Blacks only 4, but they certainly are competitive. There's no doubt about that. In fact, more competitive at the moment.
So there we are. Again, they walk over the top of it. Senatori, oh, clever, through the legs. Brings it up for Landajo. And it's going to bounce as well. And into touch. That was a really clever kick.
That's fantastic from Senatori. Ladajo just dropped out, and they brought Aaron Smith in very well. Line-out drive looks imminent here. Leguizamon again at 6.
Fernandez Lobac takes it down. Now Leguizamon has it in those yellow to green boots. Now the All Blacks have lost a fair few of their players here, and there's a couple of games going on. It's the one with the ball that we're worried about, though, and it's coming to Coles. Goes diving in to try and grab it. There it is for Landajo. Now Fernandez Lobac. He's looking for a drop kick here, I reckon. Here we go. And a drop kick is away. Well, they're quite happy. It goes right back to Hugo Porta. Quite happy to kick the drop kicks. Landed 3 one night against the All Blacks.
I don't know why people boo that, actually. In these conditions, it's pretty sensible rugby. Only 2 behind. They could be in front with that.
The restart. Sabia gets up at Retallick. Gets the rebound. Now Dane Coles snaps it up. 10 out from the All Blacks. 22. Aaron Smith. Just on halfway. Oh, and it's all over the place. Hard to control. Now it's been picked up again by Coles. And he lays it back, and Aaron Smith will repeat the dose. This time driving it further into Puma territory. Ball loose. Now grabbed by Agusha. And he has banged it out on the full. Well, they set this up nicely. And the pressure came from Jeremy Thrush.
Short line out for the All Blacks. Richie McCaw and Messon out in the back line.
Just over 2 minutes remaining in the first half. And the All Blacks this time turning the ball over as the kick is made. Not gaining any ground at all. Barrett almost had it. And there it is on the All Black side. No, now it's Aaron Smith. And Dag was coming at 100 miles an hour and just slightly overran it, really.
Top of the screen there, Brodie Retallick. The problem with him around the eye area, it looks like, so they'll be very careful about that. But Justin, was that kick deep enough? Were those players on side?
No, they weren't. Good point. They were all within that 10-metre circle. You can see all those players are in front of L'Adagio, and the kick didn't go 10 metres. They have to retreat back. They didn't do that. You can see there, look at that in the ultra motion camera. What a great shot. Not great for Brodie Retallick of what happened to him, though. We've picked that up perfectly. He's got a sprig right in the eye by the look of it. And yeah, there's a bit of clear out there.
Oh, that's nasty. That is nasty.
Let's have one more look at it. You can see there the sprig's just scraped straight down. It's a complete accident. Brodie Retallick, as always, putting pressure on the kicker. And he's copped one in the eye for it. Unpleasant, but it looks like it's just above the eye. So they should be able to stop that bleeding.
Well, the All Blacks, if they have to lose Brodie Retallick, well, stitches are really... We've got Sam Cane, the option there, and that'll probably mean that would Kieran Reid go in as the tallest of the Lucies, perhaps, and McCaw back to 8. But you think you've got all contingencies covered, and that happens. 2 locks under pressure. One gone, one badly cut.
I think it would be a quick paper, scissors, rock, or if they could get a coin off the referee, nobody in the loose forwards would want to be slipping into that front 5, I wouldn't imagine.
Jeremy Thrush becomes your senior lock. However, rain's not here at the moment. Chance for the All Blacks to perhaps put some pressure on the Argentinians just before half-time. Always a great time to score.
So back into the battle goes Brodie Retallick. Pumas ball with a minute remaining in the first half.
Both team early, both team. Huh?
So the way the All Blacks are defending here
Both teams early.
is, you can see Beauden Barrett, he's opted to stay on this side. Tukelet is in behind the scrum, but I think if he drifts left, it's certainly on for an 8-9 right. Only Julian Severe and Messam and Reid will have to try and cover that right-hand move if they get their tight head up, Argentina.
Set.
Oh, everybody's complaining here. And the referee's going to stop play
Oh, just you.
with just seconds remaining in the first half.
So it's probably on the Crockett side. The other aspect, of course, Justin,
Was very clear in
now that the hooter will go, whatever happens at the scrum, is they'll be quite happy to go in 2 behind, I would think. They'll kick deep.
No head to head. You understand?
Looked like they sorted that out in this bow, did they?
Oh, I think so. Should have left it till half-time, which is only seconds away. Little halfbacks having a nap, as they turn to do, Justin.
Do indeed. While the front rowers are sorting out their problems.
Set.
So finally, in it goes. And the hooter will sound very shortly, like about now, in Argentina.
Tight head.
Well, it has come back on the All Black side. So Lapson, Cox, and twice, and off goes Barrett. Beauden Barrett down the middle, gets it away, Messam. What a try, Liam Messam.
And it looks like, unfortunately, Messam's hurt himself in scoring that try. But they do look bemused and confused, Argentina. They had the dominant in the scrum. The ball got disrupted up there. They cleared it quickly, and the break, Messam looks like he's okay. That's brilliant to see. He's got speed, we know that. Former Sevens player, he can run. They've got it under their locks' feet here, the Argentinians. As they move forward, someone must kick it. It's actually under the number 8's feet. It goes forward. Quick reactions here from Aaron Smith. Beauden Barrett, we know how quick he is. Bang, down goes the accelerator, off he goes. Makes his way back perfectly onto the inside where Messam had come from, the blind side of the scrum. What a moment to strike. It looked like it was all over at half-time, but the All Blacks lethal, Smithy.
Wow, what a blow to the old solar plexus this is for Argentina. They were going in 2 points behind. The hooter had gone. Oh, man. worth looking at again maybe at some stage, but that's Beauden Barrett at his best. Running a great line, a fantastic line was Liam Messam. That scrum, the All Blacks hung in there, they hung tough, they hoped for a crumb, they got it as the ball came through. Brilliant foresight. That is the side of a side that still plays with confidence, even though things haven't gone that well in their favour for 39 and a bit minutes.
Last act of the first half, and well, he's missing to the right a lot, Beauden Barrett, but he certainly made the break that enabled Liam Messam to score the second try for the All Blacks, and they go to half-time leading by 13 points to 6. The Rugby Championship, as the kickoff is made to get the second half started here at McLean Park, and the All Blacks have made a bit of a hash, but it's gone back, and it's tidied up by Reid, and Aaron Smith punching the kick just into Argentina territory, and well taken down by Leguizamon. All Blacks have got him up though, and they've got him up long enough perhaps, but now down to the ground it goes. So they did well to bring it down, Argentina. Now Sanchez puts the kick across. Savia waits, and Savia will chase his own kick. Getting back is Sanchez. And here is fullback Tukelet. And that's a good kick. And there's a problem in the midfield. That could be Leguizamon, judging by the boots. The green boots.
Yeah, you're right. He's getting a good close look, isn't he? He's trying to figure out who it is as well. It is Leguizamon. He was the man who received the kick. Looks like he might be okay. Just a few running repairs, possibly. Certainly hope he is okay, because he is a very good player. Just want to have a look at this try just before the break as we pause it on Beauden Barrett. Now, what's the line that Liam Messam runs? Coming from the scrum, generally reading the play magnificently. It's off a turnover, remember, so Messam wasn't expecting it. Heads up play, he looked up, Beauden Barrett found him, and just very, very creative from Beauden Barrett, but excellent backup work from Liam Messam.
Coles throws and finds Retallick. Smith again launching high, and nicely playing and a thumping tackle. But Argentina have done pretty well under the high ball tonight, as now Bosch puts a little kick in. Oh, that needed a kick. Stooping down to try and pick it up was Agusha. So the rain has left us, Smithy, for the moment.
Yeah, let's hope we get 40 minutes without it. I suppose that would be great, but
yep,
it hasn't dampened the spirits of the crowd. They're loving every second of this.
Creevy throws, and off the top goes Lavanini. Now snapped up by Senatore. And here come the big boys. They just love to make the contact. Landasho on the back foot as Savia jumps or got thumped forward. I think it went forward, no penalty.
He didn't want to play the ball.
A little bit of a fracas there, but the news is bigger from the sideline, fellas. We saw Liam Messam pull up. It was timely, Justin. You got that replay up. When he scored the try, his leg was not good. Looked like a quad muscle or maybe even a groin. Well, I've given him a minute or two to have a crack at it. Not good enough. It will be Sam Cane in 20.
So the replacement is made. Messam goes, and Sam Cane in his 17th test match, and the kick staggers itself into touch, and Sam Cane, another 20, takes his place.
I look forward to watching Sam Cane working in sync with Kieran Reid and also Richie McCaw to see how that balances out the back row. Obviously, it might just mean that McCaw slightly shifts his role and carries the ball a bit more.
Reid wins the line out. Now Aaron Smith. Barrett takes on the line. Savia! Julian Savia! Try number 2.
Oh, yes, boy, Beauden Barrett to the line. You've got to love the way that he carries the ball in two hands. Don't underestimate the running line from Julian Sevilla. Just held the defenders long enough, Beauden Barrett, so that Sevilla hit it at pace. Gaping big gap there for the machine to run through. Have a look at this. Beautiful line-out ball off the top. Aaron Smith's pass is important as well. 2 hands out in front. Just lays it up there. Nice soft hands. Julian Sevilla, too hard to stop that close.
Well, the pass is all about the hands too. There's no wrist involved. It's just a flick, you see, and that's what confuses Argentina. It really does. The flick was just enough. Goal kicking aside, in these conditions, this is a bit of a masterclass from Beauden Barrett, folks. He is having a stormer here, and that was just deceit, and it came from the hands and the eyes.
Another try for Julian Sevilla. Up to number 26 now, and Barrett is close to the post.
Well, Grant Fox will have had a chat about his technique, I'm sure, at halftime.
And, well, the information wasn't digested, Smithy.
Well, he fixed it going right, though, didn't he?
Yeah, that's right.
No, this is not good. Look at the hands here, Justin. Beautiful in the eyes.
Look at that. In the ultra motion, it's just... Sevilla wasn't even there. Barrett knows he's going to be there. He just leaves the ball in that space, and Sevilla just runs onto it. It's not a player punching onto the ball. It's just leaving it in the space.
3 tries to 0 as Retallick. He lost it back, and it was claimed by Reed. Now Smith, he's grabbed here by Lavanini. Just couldn't quite escape the little man that time. So Sam Kane standing over the ball. Hands it off to Thrush. So 2 replacement players in that All Black pack now. Playing an advantage here as Aaron Smith makes the kick. And the All Blacks do get an advantage as it's claimed by Kane. No, he doesn't reckon they do. So back he goes. Does Pascal Gozier.
4 wide, offside.
Well, All Black reserves with an iPad.
Just checking his emails, probably, Nisbo.
Now he's looking at our stat screen.
Could be. Tell you what was else, and it's easy to look at the micro things in the game. What was great about that last All Black try was the touchline kick from Israel Dag. He carved off the meters to get them in that position.
Coles throws. Again, Reed. Aaron Smith. McCaw. Away it goes to Kane. Now Aaron Smith gets the call back on the inside from Coles. Well, it's been turned over here, and away goes Landazzo as Argentina create an opportunity. Off to Amorosino. And scrambling back after Ben Smith on. Barrett lost it back, and Dag has to tidy up, and Dag's made a mighty punt downfield.
That's fantastic kick, Israel Dag.
Well, now Argentina have to think about what they can do inside their own 22 as Leguizamon hands it away to Tutelek, and the fullback gets smashed. 15 out from their own 22, Landazzo. Now the big loose head prop Ayutza fires it on, and taking it in was Herrera. Landazzo working the blind side. Leguizamon, almost a hint of an intercept. Now the captain, Augustine Creevy. Sanchez runs into Nonu, he's ripped it away, Nonu, and away goes Aaron Smith. The long pass, and snapped up by Sevilla. Now the race is on again. And hacked away at the touch by Sanchez. But the ever-present danger on the left wing.
How demoralising for Argentina. They had a break down the left-hand side. From here, the All Blacks launched a counter-attack. Julian Sevilla's kick was in the same place that Argentina were 2 or 3 minutes ago, but then Israel Dag carved off 70-odd metres.
All Blacks using the forwards at the front, fellas. Shades of Eden Park here. It works so well up there.
Okay. So let's see where Richie McCaw is. Maybe Sam Kane will take that position. So they have it under control. It is with Kane.
They had the advantage, the All Blacks.
Still controlled by Kane. Still controlled. Now Aaron Smith goes for a bit of a dart. Slings it wide. Beautifully picked up. Oh, dear.
He almost worked a miracle, Israel Dag. I can understand that. It's a positive error, Israel. Honestly, he was on the run, the ball was bouncing along the ground. He scooped it up and flicked it in the same motion. Unfortunately, just too much on it. But
Same infringement. First number 8 collapsing, another player collapsing here. Be careful. I need discipline. Okay. Thanks.
Not hard to understand that. The word collapsing was used about 3 times, so the All Blacks may just choose to have another crack at that. The forwards are gathering around, the backs are gathering around at the front again. It seems to be the plan. It's working well. This could have been sensational for the locals. Oh, just too much juice in the pass. Here they go.
Okay, here we go. Argentina this time get a little bit of a way on. And this is good stuff, actually, and forced it to go to the All Black backs. A little kick through. Nonu charging. And
he can't do that.
Well, he knocked it back, but he didn't knock it dead, so that's okay. His intention might have been to knock it dead.
It didn't go dead.
No.
You can't knock it back over the dead ball line. That he tried to, I guess. Or
that's a different game, isn't it?
Yeah, either that or it bobbled. Let's have a look. So as he goes back there, yeah, I think maybe he didn't mean to do it. That he tripped and fell into it. Benefit of the doubt.
Yeah. So Coles, he's overthrown it. Opportunity lost, and Sanchez has belted this down the middle. Dag has to go back. He's on his own here, Israel Dag. But he turns and fires it off to Savia. The All Blacks getting players back behind the ball. And Savia just on his own side of halfway as Aaron Smith feeds it up to Barrett. Guisamont. And there's a problem here. Well, I saw Richie McCaw down. I thought he was stopping play because of that.
Assistant has seen something off the ball here.
Alors que le ballon est sorti. D'accord. Bien rentrer dans le repli. Qu'est-ce que tu me dis? Juste ça. 5.
He's calling out 5. Thomas
Penalty against your team.
Lavanini.
5. Okay. Okay. Are we checking? You're checking, Thiemo.
He wants to have a look on the screen.
Peter, can you hear me? Can you take at the ruck in front of Jerome the late charge of the 5 white?
Oh, straight at McCaw. Have a look. McCaw's head. He's the man crouched over there. Bang. Wow.
I think he's used his shoulder, though.
Is he or his head? What's it hit?
Yeah, just a penalty for me. Yeah.
Oh, that's
His
head, isn't
shoulder.
it? Top of head.
Just a penalty.
I think that's the top of the shoulder blade.
Just a penalty.
I think they agree.
Penalty. And Dag will look for a kick to go inside the 22. And it's another good one.
He certainly led with the head. There's no doubt about that. But I think Labanini, I think he actually got him with the top of the shoulder blade.
Coles throws, finds Reed to go quickly this time, the All Blacks. Barrett, short pass to Savia. Ball knocked away. And it wasn't knocked forward, went back. So Smith again. Quick hands, here's Dag. Got it up a bit high. And Argentina trying to wrestle him down. Aaron Smith, Kane, quick pass to Thrush. Snapped up by Rotella. Reed in a bit of a gap. All Blacks starting to play with some fluency now. Barrett. Having said that, that's a poor pass. And Savia has to go back and recover. Argentina have a player down across on the far side. And it could be Fernandez Lobe. As the flag goes up, and it is
Player injury.
the former skipper.
Player injury.
Well, Justin, the All Blacks tried that same move that resulted in the Xavier try off the top of the line out. Argentina are awake to it this time around, but there's some good work going on from 2 or 3 All Blacks. Jeremy Thrush in particular has been very effective around the fringes and at collision time.
Look at this crowd. Ian Smith, your hometown, you must be proud. It's a fantastic occasion here at McLean Park.
Oh, it's a treat, really. You know, you don't get them very often, and you know they should be very thankful to the New Zealand Rugby Union that they've scheduled this match here. In the moment that it was scheduled, word got round, and people started talking, and even aside from the weather, it's been a wet week. Never any doubt about sell-out.
Freedy throws, and a heavy landing there for Galatza, but I think he can blame his lifters. Landajo. Off it goes to Ayunsa. Now Landajo is going to kick, and Xavier is going to wait. And launching himself, beautifully done. He really has been faultless out on the left wing. Julian Xavier, both on attack and defence, and the ball was not released. Blair Furlong looks on. He'll enjoy the fact that the Ranfurly Shield is back here.
Certainly will.
Part of a marvellous era of Ranfurly Shield rugby in the 60s, the late 60s. Hawke's Bay held the shield.
In fact, I did say certainly will, like I knew a bit of that history. Israel Dagg keeps the ball in again. Argentina can't find touch, and he'll punish them.
Well, he certainly made a statement tonight, Israel Dagg. He would have been hurting, not being able to make the starting 15. Putting himself very much in the frame for next week.
Change at halfback of interest to you, Justin. So Landajo goes, and in his place, Thomas Kubeli.
Capelli will definitely run the ball more. He's got the opportunity with the running game.
Lineouts. That didn't look terribly straight, and the referee agrees.
So the rain's been gone for a while now, Smithy, and you know, it's dried out quite a bit. There's an opportunity maybe to just use the ball a bit more.
I think it's a state of mind thing as well. I think you get pelted in the face with raindrops, and you know the ball's coming out of a rainy sort of atmosphere. I think you feel a bit different in yourself, and I think that the All Blacks have exuded confidence from the outset, but I think they're enjoying the fact that they have confidence a bit more in their handling, and that is a big key here. And here's a chance. Sevilla poised directly behind the scrum with the option to go left if need be.
15 minutes gone, second half at McLean Park at Napier. Oh, big shove by Argentina. It's all over the place in there. And in the end, it's a penalty to Argentina. That was a loose All Black scrum. Looks like Colin Slade is getting ready.
Yeah, it wouldn't be on general play. He's going to be for Barrett. It won't be general play. I don't think Barrett's injured. Maybe the All Blacks are just thinking goal kicking could be an issue still.
Well, that came through from the second row. And then it was like a pinball. So Barrett's off now, Smithy.
He's gone. He is gone. So, yeah, I mean, general play, Beauden Barrett's been simply outstanding at creating tonight.
Argentina winning their own line-out, but it's untidy for the new man, Cabelli, so he swings it wide to Hernandez, and the second 5 takes it in, and McCaw tries to hold him up. Now Cabelli gets it off to Lavanini. Good run by the big number 5. Ball is popping around all over the place. Now Cabelli. Slade has to go in and make a tackle. Slung away by Salvatore. Now the left winger, Gusha. McCaw says that's okay. The ball was out. So slack play by Argentina on that occasion. Now back for Nonu. Still inside the 22. Dag swings it away. Slade, Coles sends it on to Savia. All Blacks playing with a bit more confidence now the rain has stopped. Confidence that they can handle the ball. It's Aaron Smith and Nonu. Having said that, Nonu forced to make the kick. It's charged. Snapped up by Senatori, but no, the whistle's gone. The whistle's gone.
What's he saying? Is he saying he's knocked that on and not charged it down? Or did he knock it on off the charge down? I can only think that he has. He looks completely confused. But he doesn't look too upset. But
He only have knocked it on if he tried to catch it.
surely.
So there's the mistake from the All Blacks. So the Argentina not offside there. Oh, goodness me. They're robbed. Stone cold robbed, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
Absolutely. And let's have a look. This will be the perfect angle for it. Unless, just as he goes to pick it up here, does he bobble this? No! Oh, come on. You've got to get that right.
Yeah. Look at McCaw in the foreground. He can't believe his luck. That is unbelievable, That's a poor decision.
That's not good enough officiating. I'm sorry. It really isn't. They need to get that right between the three of them. And the TMO should have even come in. They saw something earlier in the match on the big screen and changed their mind, didn't they, with the Israel Dag kick? They must have seen that on the big screen and should have taken it back. It's not fair.
I'm just trying to work out what he was thinking. Was he trying to say that wasn't a charge down?
Oh, just don't know. He said it's a knock-on. A knock-on is what he said. Look, it's just a pivotal moment in the game and a chance for Argentina to be back in it.
Well, maybe this is a little catch-up. He's had a look at the big screen and thought, maybe I made a mess of that. He's only human after all, Justin.
Put the ball, it's stable, you don't put the ball. It was stable, you don't want to put the ball.
Hey, fair play to Argentina. They would have seen it also, and they would have been a bit confused as to why, but they've reacted in no other way. That what's done is done.
For the All
game's
Blacks
got to go
too.
on.
Grant, I can tell you, jersey numbers might not correspond here, but Ben Franks was wearing 17 according to the program. We got Joe Moody running on at 17. It's certainly Joe Moody, and that is for Wyatt Crockett.
So second test off the bench for Joe Moody.
Crutch!
And he's got about 21 minutes.
Bind, set. Bind up, stay up. Bind up, stay up.
So Leonardo Senatori denied the try. The man at the boot of the scrum.
Crutch! Bind,
Sanchez
set.
surveys the options. And Cavalli puts it in. And Argentina calling for the second shove. Now the All Blacks collapse.
It's a field, okay?
Well, they're not that keen on clearing
It's
it
a field.
quickly.
No, they're not. You'd probably have to think there that Joe Moody on that loose head side did slip over there with the pressure in the finish. They are quite happy just to sustain that pressure and look for that second shunt, Argentina, and that's where they put the scrum under immense scrutiny.
Crutch! Bind, set.
Well, it's a free kick, but it won't mean much because it'll be another scrum.
push. Ali push.
So we're kind of stuck here.
Fine.
So it's a good contest here on this near side as we look at it. Herrera against Joe Moody. Second test under the pump here, the All Blacks.
Crunch. Fine. Set.
So Cavalli, had to put the arm down there. Now he's managing to get a grip. Oh, that's going to be a penalty. Well, something had to give, and it is a penalty. And Argentina will be happy to pick up the 3. They were denied 5, possibly 7 a few minutes ago. But looks like they might come out of it with 3.
It's impressive, isn't it? The way that they scrum. Like, they just back themselves that they can control the hit and the weight initially, and then the second shunt. So you can see there, Moody's already in a bit of trouble against Herrera, and then they come. The second row, the loosies, everybody's on. Look, where's him on the far side there. He's working hard too. The loosies stay on. 1 and 10, win the penalty.
Well, this guy has got a very cool kicking action. It would be a major surprise if he was to miss that. And I can only think, looking back to the replacement on Barrett, that the All Blacks have read this quite nicely. This is going to be very tight. They need maybe a better kicker.
Sanchez rather languidly pushes it through the posts to land his 3rd penalty goal, and it's 18-9. So far, the All Blacks with Moody, Thrush, Kane and Slade off the bench. And here is Colin Slade with the kickoff. Claimed by Galazza. And Argentina not out of this match by any means. Denied a certain try as they clear the line, and Savia comes forward to meet it, and again safe and secure under the high ball. Aaron Smith got it away. Nice work, Kane. Handed it on to Coles. He in turn lays it back. Aaron Smith. Now Slade to Nonu. Nonu stepping his way back. Aaron Smith. Here's Joe Moody. Getting a touch on the ball. Ball is in there. Penalty coming though.
We're right. 5 wide.
And the penalty goes against Tomas Lavanini as Argentina look to make changes.
Well, both sides are excellent, as I can tell you. The All Blacks are going to very shortly go for Kevin Mialamu and Ben Franks. So that's another Hawke's Bay player on, I just might add. Ben Franks, Hawke's Bay these days.
Good on you, Smithy.
And Argentina are going to run them on as well, and they're pretty big units as well. 17 and 18 for them going on in the front row, obviously. So that will be Lucas Nogueira Paz and also Nahil Petez Chaparro.
Colin Slade with his first kick of the test match, and he guides it through. So 21 points to 9. Ian McRae sees himself on the screen. He's the current president of the New Zealand Rugby Union and a real legend around these parts. And the great BJ Lahore. Sir Brian Lahore, of course. Won the World Cup back in 1987 as the coach. So those changes have been made by the All Blacks. They're big changes all round with about 15 minutes remaining in this test match. And nobody quite knew what was going on there, so in the end the referee blew the whistle and gave a penalty.
He's capable from here as well. Sanchez, he's a very good goal kicker. He's not going to go for it though. I think it's Hernandez is going to go for the touch. Well, and he's found it superbly. So this is a big moment in the match now. The All Blacks, they'll certainly be defending a line-out drive, you'd imagine.
I think it's a great statement from Argentina. Years gone by, this would not have happened. They're going to back themselves to win this game still from out here. They're not in damage control. They're after 7. Brilliant stuff. 20 on for them as well. So Rodrigo Baez in jersey 20. And that is for the player Senatorian 8. Also 23 for 14, we're told. So Juan Imhoff is on 23.
Well, certainly wheeling out the reinforcements now. So Creevy to throw. Taken in by Galazza. And bursting away goes Leguizamon. And now Kubeli. Ball is loose. Creevy has snapped it up. And they'll have to start all over again. So in goes Lavanini.
Push back.
Kubeli for Sanchez. Coming through the back line with Bosch. Now Galazza. All Blacks defending and trying desperately to keep this up off the ground. And they are able to do so, and they get the turnover.
Ball forward.
So it was a maul. And Brodie Retallick.
Well, welcome to the game, Kevin Mealamu, and also Franks as well. Ben Franks this time, the replacements. They're going to have to face their first fire in the scrum with Argentina on attack in the 22. You'd think that they'll be going ultimately to turn this ball over big time. If they want to win this match, they need to start making some moves towards doing that right now. He's a warrior, I should say. There's Juan Martin Fernandez Lobe, and so's Creevy. He's played well. He's tough, isn't he? They're all tough, Isbo.
Yes,
a whole lot of them.
Well, they're going to front up again next week, of course, as do the All Blacks. Argentina will go across to Australia, and the All Blacks will play the Springboks in Wellington. Don't forget later tonight, too, what a battle this will be in Perth. The Wallabies against the Springboks.
Oh, yes. Yeah, that's going to be fascinating.
No, the Argentinians have got a chance to put some heat on here on the All Blacks. All Blacks have kept Savia to the left, which has attracted the attention of the right winger, Imhoff. If they can get clean ball, they might attack from this deep.
Right, in it goes. Another collapsing scrum. This time the All Blacks win the penalty. Well, they remain a mystery, don't they, the scrums?
Yeah, they do, but I actually think Joe Moody there had the dominance over the number 18, Shapiro. He slipped under, and Moody's got one back. So well done, Mealamu and Franks and Moody, and obviously the rest of the back five. What a player to bring off the bring off the bench, Kevin Mealamu.
Well, he's only been in the All Blacks since 2002. That is phenomenal, really, as Smith again punching high. Here's a test, and nicely taken down. Piling over the top was Julian Savia, and yeah, he didn't let it go. He held on as long as he could.
Oh, I tell you, you should see Brodie Retallick hit that run. He was all arms and legs and limbs and hands and feet and head. Oh, he cracks me up sometime. He has got such an attitude. He just flew into that ruck, and his legs were flailing, and he's just so committed in everything he does, Brodie Retallick. We saw skill set earlier on, but look at this, Billy.
Lot to like about that piece of play from the All Blacks, Justin. You'll appreciate the box kick. It was absolutely perfect. He did let the ball go, and then he grabbed it back. And once you're on the ground, you got no price at all. And both the referee and assistant were onto that. Important kick this for Colin Slade. The reason he is probably out there opposed to Barrett, who could not find kicking form.
Starts it way to the right, hoping to bring it round, and not able to do that. So the goal kicking has been an issue for the All Blacks tonight. Argentina have taken this quickly, and it was Imhoff. Now, bravely moving the ball out from close to their own goal line, and they've thrown a forward pass.
Just a shot there too, you might have seen of Beauden Barrett with ice on the foot, the right foot, which is of course the kicking foot. Maybe excuses we can allow there.
Yeah, I'd be very, very surprised if these All Black coaches and this particular squad would bring a player off who was going so very well, who was the architect, had been given the opportunity in this game just because he'd missed a couple of shots at goal. They were still dominating and winning the game. I think it's probably more either a planned substitute to give Slade time or possibly an injury to Barrett.
Less than 10 minutes until the final whistle.
Good scrum, All Blacks.
Yep. Now Aaron Smith. Slade puts the little kick in. Here come the chasers against the post, and that's carried back.
Oh, unlucky. What am I supposed to do is what he's gesturing, and I absolutely agree, but when the kick's that accurate, Colin Slade will say all day he was aiming for the uprights, for that pad, but it's definitely carried back. Those are the laws of the game.
Left.
Right, have a look at the All Blacks. Just have a look out to the right where most of the space is, not by much. The All Blacks have got Dag and Ben Smith out there, the rest out to the left.
Just hasn't flowed Ben Smith's way tonight, has it? Certainly Dag and Severe have been prominent, but haven't seen much of Ben Smith.
Okay, good solid scrum required. Oh, it's gone from one to the other, and it's back with the All Blacks now. Here goes Reid. Kieran Reid on the charge, right near the line. And the whistle is gone, and he wants another 5-metre scrum.
I tell you, I'd quite like the All Blacks in this situation. You see Julian Severe there. I'd like to see Severe, as we watch Kieran Reid go close. He's so powerful and strong, Kieran Reid. It was actually good defence from Argentina. Imagine on the right-hand side, with all of that space, having Severe, Israel Dag and Ben Smith. And just the opportunity 5 metres out from the line. So if you brought Severe, who's over there on the left, across and had those 3 players on attack, boy, that'd be hard to stop.
Good scrum this time. So Reid detaches. Off it goes to Smith. And Aaron Smith picks up try number 4 for the All Blacks tonight.
And I tell you what, Aaron Smith should just make a beeline for one group of players, and that's the forward pack, and he is now, and how appropriate. He's patting them on the back, Thrush and co, because it's the scrum that sets us up. Look at that scrum, it's dominant, it's moving forward, it keeps the flankers on. Kieran Reid picks it up perfectly. Aaron Smith goes into the gap created by teamwork and all the work done up front. Perfect timing of the pass from Reid.
Yeah, and because of that, the loose forwards were drawn into that scrum, the All Black dominance there. That's 2 in a row. You've got to say Reid nearly scored himself, so that's a really good patch of set-piece play and really easy. Won't get a much easier one than that, as will Slade.
First conversion of the night is landed by Colin Slade, and the All Blacks out now to a 19-point lead as Aaron Smith picks up another try. He scored a couple against them in Hamilton last year, and he's on the board again tonight.
Argentina make 2 changes, so the skipper's going to go. Creevy will go, and that's for Katese in jersey 16, and also 19 is on for 4, so Galazza goes, and that is for Alemano.
10. Number 10. Captain now.
Well, it looks as though Argentina have just about cleared the bench completely.
And TJ Perenara. for the All Blacks, for Alan Smith, who had his last say under the post.
So the kickoff wobbles its way downfield, claimed by Thrush, who's had a big workout tonight after the early loss of Sam Whitelock. Slade goes to the air. Controlled, finally, by Argentina. Now Leguizamon. Kubeli. And Conrad Smith gets up and makes a spot tackle, but the referee's gone racing back. Picked up an earlier infringement.
10 meter.
And 10 metres after the kick by Slade, one of the All Blacks was in front.
Penalty or Scrum? Move back.
Hernandez. So they'll have another crack at the All Blacks here. So just 5.5 minutes left, and they've got a bit of a hold up here.
Yeah, crowd here of 21,329, about to become 328.
Very clever. It's just, you know, bringing a test match, and you mentioned it, Smithy, credit to the New Zealand Rugby Union to bringing the game to a place like this, and the crowd have responded. They've been absolutely outstanding, and they've all turned out. Look at them all. They knew the weather was coming. It didn't bother them. They've still got their beverages. They've had a great time. There's been Mexican waves. The field is in fantastic condition, and they've had a hell of an enjoyable time. Great to see. Five-man for Argentina.
Just over 5 minutes left. And you'd have to say they deserve a try, Justin. Argentina.
Yeah, they do. Well, they should have had one.
Yeah, that's true. So let's see whether they can produce something here as the ball comes wide. Still about 7 or 8 metres short of the line. Laid back for Kubeli. Quick hands. Oh, it's bounced away. Opportunity lost for the moment as Thrush dives on it. And the referee will play an advantage. See if there is one as Slade makes the clearance, then that will be the advantage.
Over.
So the All Blacks will be counting the wounded after this game, bearing in mind they've got the Springboks next week.
Wait, come.
Cortese throws. Off the top is from Lavanini. And the little kick through from Hernandez, putting pressure on the All Blacks. Nicely done, though, by Dag. Hasn't really put a foot wrong tonight, Israel Dag, as Perenara bashes it away downfield. And a nice clearing kick from TJ Perenara. Well, it's been a completely different sort of a test match to what we saw at Eden Park 2 weeks ago.
And competitive for large parts of it, which has been great.
All Blacks putting 50 on the Wallabies.
Come in.
So the line out is won by Fernandez Lobe. Big strong tackle made by Slade, getting up there and slipping through a tackle in midfield. Now Kubeli. Off it goes to Cortese. Throws it back again for Kubeli. All Blacks coming up quickly in defence. Xavier, boy, just the very thought of him flying up. Now he's got the arm up here. Whether, in fact, there were any arms in the tackle remains to be seen. And the referee's going to stop it.
Well, I think he's very unlucky, sorry, Nisbo, here, because he turned in on the player and he recognised that he's almost bailed out, and then he decides, I'm stuck, and launches forward. He doesn't wrap the arms. Is that enough? Possibly it is with the shoulder blade. He tries to get that other right arm over as we look at it, the right arm. You can see there the ball was intended for the receiver, so Sevilla read it, and it was just the tap on that caught him out. Watch the tap on, and so, but he's already committed at that stage, and he half pulls out and then decides he can't. He's going to hurt himself. It's a tough one, real tough one.
Yeah, that's a tough one. It'll be interesting the way to see they will rule on that. But that has, to me, been the strengths of the All Blacks tonight. They have shut Argentina down. They're not a great ball-running side, but they have really been cut off.
About the tackle without the ball.
I agree.
High tackle is a tackle just without the ball, just a penalty against 11.
Correct.
Yeah.
I agree. Yes.
Yeah.
So it's not the technique, it's the tackling without the ball
It's
issue.
not a high tackle. It's a tackle without the ball. It's just a penalty. Discipline.
Well, let's have a look at Julian Sevilla anyway, the man that is being penalised here. He's been absolutely outstanding tonight in the early parts of the game. Look at the footwork, the way he carries the ball. He's been hard to stop. His stats back it up, and every time he gets the ball in his hands, he's very positive. He's been superb in the air. They've kicked a lot to him, and the play has flowed his way, but you'd have to say, you know, he just keeps growing and growing, and he can score some tries.
Well, that's a great kick. A very good kick. So Argentina have one last shot at it here. A line out 5 metres out from the All Black line. As we have just over 2 minutes left in this historic test match at McLean Park in Napier.
No, wait.
So Cortese to throw. And now, can they push the All Blacks back and score their first try in this game? The arm has gone out from the referee, so the All Blacks have dragged it down.
Wait.
Well, they could have another line out if they wish.
What a great view. What brilliant camera work. Just to see the line out from that angle, the work that goes in, the jump, the player being held in the air for that time, then coming down, and the way Argentina tried to manipulate it around to the touchline. Yeah, it's just a great angle to watch it. You see the way the All Blacks are set up there. Argentina will respond. We'll just pan our way down there very slowly as they look to manipulate and try and get a maul going.
Okay, quickly.
Richie McCaw at the front there in the hooker's position.
So, line out one by Lavanini. Ball has come loose. It's gone back, but the rolling maul has ceased for the moment. Now it goes wide. Big defence on Cortese by the All Blacks. They'll be determined to keep the Pumas out here. With just a minute remaining in the match. Now, inside the 5 metre mark they go. There it is for Cabelli. Now they go through the back line, the little kick through, and there's a player taken down. But the referee says that's okay.
Long kick is on.
And the long kick is right down the centre of the park. Picked up by Imhoff. And a nice run, but then a driving tackle on him by Sam Kane. But Argentina have it. It's a long way back to the All Black line, though. As Kane makes another tackle. And he makes another one. Here's Fernandez Lobo. He hands it off in turn. As the siren goes. Argentina will keep playing. They're on their own 10 metre line. Now away it goes. Hernandez props, goes back the other way. All Blacks trying to turn it over. Now the wide pass. All Blacks will take the bonus point out of this test match is a driving tackle by Ben Franks. Now Nonu goes high on Bayes. Big line up here if they can get it wide and try and outflank the All Blacks, but the run by Bosch. Not content to just kill the game off here. They're keen to get it into All Black territory, but the All Black defence has held up really well tonight. This time it's Retallick. Who else? And McCaw looking to hold them up. Ball is there again. Happy to play the overtime. Now knocked on. So that'll be it as Ben Smith goes rushing in. Now Franks away from Perenara. Not picked up. Now it's with Slade. So it's a double knock on. And the referee will blow the whistle. And the crowd acknowledging the All Blacks and the Pumas. The All Blacks in the finish, though, too strong. They scored 4 tries to 0 and have come away with a win by 28 points to 9.